House Majority Leader. He's now the chairman of Freedom Works, considered by many to be the godfather of the Tea Party, joining us this morning. Nice to see you, sir. Thanks for being with us. We certainly appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk a little bit about gun control, which has been one of the topics that we've been discussing all morning. Back in '94, of course, the House approved a ban on 19 different types of semi-automatic assault weapons, and you are vehemently against the ban. Here is what Mitt Romney has said in the wake of the shooting in Aurora. He said he supports the Second Amendment. He doesn't think the laws need to be changed, and then he went on to say this.
But we can sometimes hope that just changing a law will make all bad things go away. It won't. Changing the heart of the American people may well be what's essential to improve the lots of the American people.
What do you think he meant by that?
It's hard for me to understand because, there's so much discussion on this subject. But, the fact of the matter is we've got a culture right now that seems to say, well, let's control the guns and have all kinds of laxities and forgiveness and understanding, so forth, for the people who hold the guns. My own view is let's get tough on criminals, have tough penalties for the illegal use of weaponry or any other illegal or activity that's an assailment against another person. Get tough on those folks, crack down on them, and then allow people the free Second Amendment rights that we are entitled to in this country, that we enjoy for hunting and recreational purposes. And in fact, unfortunately, because of the laxness with which we treat criminals in the country, we feel compelled that we must have our own weapons sometimes for our own defense.
But if you look specifically at the Aurora case, right, I don't think anybody would say it was laxness with criminals that if in fact, and of course he's a suspect at this point, if in fact he ends up being convicted of doing what he is alleged to have done, I don't think people are going to say, well, there was a laxness in the culture that led to the Aurora shooting. People might say it was the easy accessibility for someone who wanted to amass and stockpile weapons over a short period of time to plot out a mass shooting, and that should be blamed.
All right, let's say, first of all, apparently you have some guy who's a bit nutty here. And he wanted to wreak havoc on a large number of people for whatever reasons he had. We don't understand that yet. Maybe a psychiatrist will understand it. If in fact he had not been capable of acquiring the guns, he might just as well have taken a car and driven it into a school bus. The fact of the matter is, you can't focus on the object by which a destruction is committed, be a hammer, a gun, a truck, a car. Focus on the aberrance in the individuals that
Why not do both?
What will we learn about this person?
Why not focus on the individual and
Why
also
not
focus on the weapon?
Both?
Yeah.
All right. More people are killed in automobiles every year than there are guns. I don't hear anybody talking about banning automobiles.
But they say you have to wear a seatbelt, right? Because they want to keep you from being killed in your automobile.
Right. Okay, whatever.
Got to have a driver's license.
All right. Well, all right. What I have to tell you, we are guaranteed by the Constitution of the United States a right to bear arms. There are many good reasons why true and honest and law-abiding people cherish that right. To trespass that right against those innocent people because of the aberrant behavior of others is not acceptable. It's like taking away scholarships of future football players for the bad offenses of a past football player. Stay focused on the perpetrators and get tough on the perpetrators. Let people know there are awesomely difficult consequences that will come to you for your perpetration, and they will perpetrate less.
Let's talk about the election for a moment, because I do believe we could focus on gun control issues all day, and we're just going to agree to disagree on that. Last summer, you sounded incredibly underwhelmed by a Mitt Romney candidacy, and you said that the Tea Party will not come out for Mitt Romney. Has that changed?
I never said that they would never come out for Mitt Romney. Let's say, first of all, you have to understand this massive grassroots movement that we have, that we're working with, and to which we'll have an enormous event here in Dallas today, have been disappointed in both the Republicans and the Democrats. We've been about the business of recruiting what we call legislative entrepreneurs in the cause of liberty and small government, and we're going to be getting them elected. But we are all aware that the greatest threat to constitutionally limited small government personal liberty that we see active in politics in America today is President Obama. I mean, this guy is, in fact, we see him clearly. He's obsessed with controlling the distribution of income, the distribution of product, the behavior of people, the allocation of capital resources to goofy social causes that are inspired by bad science and bad finance. And we know that
I'm going to go on a limb and say Tea Party people are not going to vote for Obama, which is why I asked you the question about Mitt Romney. You said you were incredibly unenthusiastic about his candidacy only, over the summer, not very long ago. So what's changed? Is in fact the Tea Party going to embrace Mitt Romney?
He is the Republican nominee. He is the one person that we have that's in a position to defeat Obama. We have no doubt that he is an enormous upgrade in the quality of intellectual understanding of America, commitment to the principles of private enterprise, economic growth, sound policy, restraint of government. The difference between Romney and Obama is incredible. Is Romney everything we would hope to have? No, but is President Obama proven to be everything we were afraid he might be? Yes. So obviously, if you get a 180-degree turnaround and you get a Romney that's not perfectly in agreement with us, as opposed to a President Obama who is openly contemptuous of our values, then clearly we've made a big turnaround by working for it. And I tell you, the grassroots activists across this country, known as the Tea Party activists, will work diligently for Romney, because a 180-degree turnaround is a big change, and we will have removed what we perceive to be the biggest threat to our liberty in the history in our lifetime, in the presidency of Barack Obama.
An endorsement, not exactly an enthusiastic one, but an endorsement nonetheless. All right, thanks for being with us, Dick Armey, this morning. Appreciate it. Got to get to the